it's Juan for PedalsAndEffects.com. I have the mighty Justin with us. And Justin, you actually were way into this pedal way before I was, because I just got this. Right. I was in New Zealand, and I went in a music store, and this guy pulled it out, and I go, whoa, I gotta have it. And I got this pedal, and I absolutely love it. And I can't believe I slept on it for how long it's been out?
Since 1997.
Wow.
Yeah. I was on tour with Beck in 97 in New Zealand, and dude came to soundcheck with like a prototype of this and the Hotcake overdrive. And he gave the Hotcake to Smokey, guitar player,
right? And
he gave me that. He was like, "Check these out," you know. Or actually, it wasn't him. It was like a dude that works with him or something. Mm-hmm. So I didn't get to meet him because I don't know if you know about him.
He's Split Ends drummer.
Yeah,
that's what they told me.
He's the drummer for Split Ends. Yeah. And I put this thing on my board that day and started using it.
What?
Like that day, and then I ended up using that on some Beck records, and it being really important to the sound of the bass on that on my band I'm a Robots record.
Oh right.
So,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I've been using it forever, and it's just really been indispensable. I don't think there's anything that sounds quite like it. Right?
Nothing. It literally is harmonious. It has all this amazing content in it. When almost everything you play on it, it just sounds awesome.
But I mean, for me, it's sort of like this weird, perfect cross-pollination between something like maybe like it's like a very mellow fuzz. Like what's like a classic fuzz that's kind of like on the mellow side of fuzz?
Like a full tone maybe?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mixed with, again, a sort of like gentle envelope filter. Like it says harmonic generator-intermodulator, but for me it's sort of more like an envelope filter.
Right.
So obviously, but the way it does it is different than anything else. Like you can get two pedals and go like, oh, here's a fuzz and here's an envelope, and stick them together, and it still won't do this.
Won't sound like
Right.
It's kind of microsynthy. Kind of almost sounds a little like a microsynth. Kind of because when I play it, I always play like Manny. Nieto type.
Nietos, right.
Yeah, like the kind of like distortion feel, like it has that kind of pointedness.
Yeah, although the difference is you can like on a microsynth you can adjust the envelope. On here there's no change.
No, it's just he goes, I'll give you the perfect.
Yeah. But the thing about it that I'll show you that's really cool that I like is how truly touch sensitive it is.
Yeah,
like some pedals really like go to the way to advertise the fact that they have a lot of touch sensitivity, but oh man, not like this guy.
Yeah, I was telling Nick earlier, like when I was playing it, I go, look at this. And I'd play super soft and how much it reacts. Like you just hit the low part of the filter and then you start hammering down and it just opens up, but it opens up perfectly. It's never harsh or like, oh, I got to compress that or something.
Right. It's really a mystery how he pulled that off. Barely opens if you play light.
Right.
It's just like this growly. It's funky. It's really funky. It's so basically 3 simple controls: level, mix, drive.
Right.
I've heard people describe it like that. This is actually like it's like 2 stages. Like this is the level is sort of a preamp.
Uh-huh.
But I don't really look at it that way. For me, it's just like you just look at it like this is how much of it. This is really this does a lot. It's like the fuzz amount, it's the sensitivity, it's like kind of all in one knob, you know.
Right.
And then you open this guy up and you get the full, you know.
Right.
Brutality of the film. Very volume sensitive, right?
I didn't even think to do volume control on it. Yeah. That's super tight.
Put a volume pedal in front of it and you go off. It's rad. Okay, so the one I have is doesn't have these switches. It has one switch.
So there's a guitar and bass in there, or is it?
Before it just had this. It didn't have this.
Okay.
So have you discovered what that does? lower?
I don't know. Does it open the headroom? Maybe on a guitar.
I don't know. And then this was called something else in the first run that they did. I don't know what it's called, but.
Well, last thing, intermodulator. What's modulating in this? Is it just a form?
You know how a Baseballs works, where there's like apparently 2 different filters in electroharmonics Baseballs. I think that's the only thing that I know that does a vaguely similar type of filtering is a Baseballs. And so I'm just wondering if it means like there's a couple of different filter circuits working together. Theory.
So the Metron or none of those had the dual filter?
I don't know, but the Baseballs had that.
Do you have one, a baseball?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you should. I don't own one. I don't think I bought one maybe like when I was a kid.
They're cool. It's another kind of like mainstay for me actually. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Old one. Vintage?
Like New York, like 90s one.
Yeah. They're still cranking out good stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring it over and we can mess with it.
Bingo. All right. Cool, man. Thank you.